students, welcome back to the career platform. I am Anuradha, your maths teacher. In this video, I come with the introduction of chapter number 3, that is understanding quadrilaterals of class 8. Okay, now let's see, we have some curves here. Okay, how many curves are there? 3 types of curves are there. Okay, here first is plane curve. You have like this you have the curve. Okay, these are some curves. These are plane curves that is draw in the plane surface. Okay, second is open curve. Here these are open curve. Okay, here are some open curves. These are not closed, you can see. Here, third one is closed curve. So, closed curve is like this. Okay, your pencil will not go down. It is like this you have traced. Okay, these are closed. These are the some examples of these curves, that is plane curve, open curve and closed curve. Okay students, let's see what is polygons here. Okay, polygons, a simple closed curve made up of only line segment are called a polygon. So polygon means we have the closed curve and we have to take line segments. What is line segment? This is line segment who have some points, which has some points like A, B. This is line segment. Okay, and line is, arrow is there. They have no end points. That is the line, right? So here a simple closed curve. So we have the closed curve here. Okay, made up of only line segments. So these are the line segments. These are 4 line segments here. 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here also 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. Here quad means, this quad means 4. Okay, quadrilaterals means 4 sides. Which has 4 sides are known as quadrilaterals. Okay, so we will see in this chapter some types of quadrilaterals also. We will discuss step by step. Okay, so here you can see that it is a closed curve and we have 4 sides in all, and we can make by the line segments. Okay, we will see these are the curves that are polygons, and here you can see that we have the line segments here, but it is not a closed curve. Some are crossed. Okay, so these are not polygons. So this is the main difference how you can recognize the polygons. Okay students, now the next point is types of polygons. We have 2 types of polygons. Let's see. This is the regular polygons and irregular polygons. Which has regular polygons, which has sides and angles will be equal, and irregular polygons are sides and angles will not be equal. Just like this, if we have, I am drawing pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have equal sides and equal angles here. So these are the regular polygon. You can draw a square also which have 4 sides. Okay, I will discuss which sides, which polygon, what we call that polygon according to the sides after this. Okay, here all 4 sides are equal in a square. So, and it is the 90 degree. All are 90 degree. So here also it is a regular polygon. You can see irregular polygon. If the same pentagon I will draw like this. Something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these lines are not equal, but these are the 5 sides. Means number of sides is 5, means penta that is pentagon, but sides are not equal. So maybe angles are not equal. Okay, maybe angles are not equal. So what we call is simply pentagon, not regular pentagon. This is irregular polygon. Okay, you can see this one, that is rectangle. We have parallelly equal sides. Okay, we have the 90 degree in all four. Angles are equal but sides are not equal, so it is a irregular polygon. Okay, this is the rectangle. Okay, so like this we will discuss some of the examples in the next point. Now students, let's see classification of polygons. Here are some classification of polygons based on number of sides. You can easily learn. Like we have 3 sides, 3 means tri. Okay, 3 means tri. So triangle. So here this is figure 1, 2, 3. This is a closed curve also. Okay, so this is the triangle and closed curve, therefore it is a polygon. Here 4. 4 means quad. So quadrilateral. Here I had sketched the square. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sides. Okay, here 5. 5 means penta. So what you call as pentagon. Okay, the name of the polygon is pentagon. Here how many sides here? 5 sides you can see. This is 6. 6 means hexagon. Here 6 sides are there. 7 heptagon. Here this is the figure for heptagon. Okay, 7 sides is there. Here 8 is octagon. Octa means 8, means 8 sides. 9 nonagon, that is 9 sides, and 10 decagon, that is 10 sides is here. Same here for n sides and gone. Okay, based on the sides we have to name of the polygon and we have to sketch the figure. So this is the classification of polygon. Okay students, let's see how you will calculate some of the angles of the polygon. Polygon, here I had explained, okay, that based on the number of sides we can classify the polygons like triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, like this. So here if you have to sum of the angles of the polygon, so here is the formula, that is number of sides minus 2 into 180 degree. If we want for quadrilateral, so for quadrilateral how many sides? 4. Okay, number of sides is 4. So I can write 4 minus 2 into 180, that is 2 into 180 degree, that is 360 degree. Okay, and we know triangle has the property that sum of the angles of the triangle is 180 degree. We know that. This can be proof here that triangle has, I can prove for triangle also. Triangle has 3 sides, right? So you can write this number of sides means 3 minus 2 into 180 degree. That is 1 into 180 degree. What you get? 180 degree. That is the same property for the triangle. Okay. So this is the simple formula for calculating the sum of the angles of any polygon. Okay. Okay students, now the next point is the diagonal. What is diagonal? Here diagonals means a diagonal is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. Vertices, okay, what is the vertices? This is the quadrilateral, that is 4 sides. So vertices is this one, this. Okay, A, B, C, D. Okay, here also these are vertices. Or here what it is saying, a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices. Non-consecutive means like this. Okay, consecutive means this one. This is not a polygon, but if you join this as a line, so this is a diagonal, cutting it off like this. Okay, so this is two diagonals are done. Okay, here this is also a quadrilateral having four sides, that is AB, BC, CD and AD. Okay, here how you can draw this diagonal? Like this. In the next point I will explain this curve also. This is a concave polygon. Okay, here it is a pentagon, 1 2 3 4 5 sides. So here maximum polygon maximum diagonal will be made by here, like AD, AC. Okay, this is the non-consecutive vertices. Here BD, EB, okay, EC. Okay, like this the diagonal will be made in the pentagon, that is consecutive sides. Now come to the next point, that is interior and exterior of a closed curve. So I had explained the closed curve. Okay, what is the closed curve? Like this we can, okay, we can say that is the closed curve. So here interior means this part. Okay, and exterior means this is a curve. Exterior means that is outside part of the closed curve. This is the plane surface, that is plane curve. Inside that this is a closed curve. So this is a exterior, outside the curve. Okay, so interior has a boundary and exterior has no boundary. Okay, so this is the interior and exterior of a closed curve. Okay students, here are some more types of polygons. You can see that here it is convex polygons and here concave polygons. Here convex polygons means no portion of diagonal in their exterior. Here I had told you about the interior and exterior of the closed curve. So here there is no exterior diagonal. You can see that it is a closed curve here. Okay, that is the here 6 side, that is a regular hexagon here. 1 2 3 4, this 4 side, 5 sides, 4 side. Okay, so all are here. You can see the diagonal will be in the interior side like this. Okay, this is, you can make the diagonal in the interior of the curve. Okay, so this is the convex polygon. What you call? Convex polygon, like this. Okay, like this you can make the diagonal in the interior of the closed curve. So these are the convex polygon. Here you can say that concave polygon. So concave polygon is diagonals are in their exterior. Here you can see, here is one diagonal and here second diagonal. It is also a quadrilateral. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 sides. Okay, but here you can see the diagonal will be in the exterior of the curve. So these are concave polygons. Like this you can make. Okay, like this you can make. Here like this. Okay, you can see that some are interior in the diagonal and some are in the exterior of the closed curve. So this type of polygons are called concave polygon. Okay, remember it. Okay students, now let's see different types of quadrilaterals. What are the different types of quadrilaterals? That have four sides but they have some name given to it. Okay, here first number is trapezium. It is a quadrilateral with a pair of parallel sides. You can see these are parallel sides. Okay, these are parallel and here is also parallel. These are parallel sides. These are parallel sides. So these are trapeziums. Two sides are parallel. That is a pair. Here you can see here no one has the parallel sides. So these are not trapezium. Okay. Okay students, the next is kite. You all know what is kite. Okay, its shape is like this only. Okay, so there are here four sides are here also, means quadrilateral. It is a special type of quadrilateral. The sides with the same markings are equal. Here I had marked some same marking, like here one mark is there and here double equal. Okay, so here AB and AD are equal sides. Here BC and CD are equal sides. So this shape is like kite. So I can call it kite here. Here AB and AD are equal. CD and BC are equal. Here also AB and AD are equal. CD and BC are equal. So these are kites. You can call it kite. Here you can see that here this and this are equal. This and this are equal. But here some different side is here. This is not like a kite. Okay, so these are not kites. Okay, these are different shapes. Here you can see the next types of quadrilateral, that is parallelogram. Here parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with each pair of opposite sides are parallel. Here you can see that this is a parallelogram. Here opposite sides are in parallel. Okay, so here are some properties of this, that opposite angles are equal here. Okay, and opposite sides are equal here. Okay, and diagonals bisect with each other. So these are the three properties of this parallelogram, that opposite angles are equal, opposite sides are equal and diagonals are bisect with each other at 90 degree. Okay, so like this also, here you can see that PQ, RS are parallel sides, PR and QS is parallel side, diagonals bisected O, that is 90 degree. Here bisection means the angle will be 90 degree. Here you can see that LO equal to MN and LM is parallel to ON. So these are opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. Okay, and opposite vertices make diagonal at O, that is at 90 degree. Okay, so these are the parallelograms, and here you can see that we had seen in the first kind of quadrilateral that it is a trapezium. Okay, here these four sides are here is a four sides, but it is a trapezium. These are the kite and these are some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a hexagon. Okay, so these are not parallelograms. Parallelogram should have the parallel, opposite sides will be parallel. Come to the next point. Here are some special parallelograms. We had discussed about the parallelogram that opposite sides are equal and that are in parallel sides. Okay, here are some special parallelogram: rhombus, rectangle and square. Here rhombus, you can see a parallelogram with sides of equal length. So all sides are equal. Here diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So here it is 90 degree. Okay, so diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Here you can see the rectangle, a parallelogram with a right angle. So this is a parallelogram only, that is all four sides, and here each angle is 90 degree. Okay, so properties are each of the angle is 90 degree and diagonals are equal. That is Km equal to Ln. Diagonals should be equal. So this is the rectangle. Now come to the next, that is square. A rectangle with equal sides. So all four sides are equal in a square, we know, and each angle is 90 degree. Okay, so all the properties of a parallelogram and rhombus and rectangle have the properties of the square. So these are the special parallelograms. This is the last point for my introduction video, that is some important properties you have to remember for solving the equations. Okay, here it is the sum of the measures of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Like this, if you have, I can draw here, if you have the triangle that is ABC, so these are some angles. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C should be 180 degree, so that you can easily solve. If given in the question that A and C will be given and you have to find that angle B, so you have to remember this property that all the three angles will be equal to 180 degree and you can easily solve, you can easily find angle B. Okay, now students, let's see the second point. What is the second point here? The sum of the measures of the external angles of any polygon. Any polygon means maybe it is 4 sides, maybe it is 5 sides or 6, 7, anything. Okay, any side. So the external angle, sum of the external angle will be 360. Let's see here. If you have like this, okay, this is the, I am giving name like this. This is the exterior angle. Okay, these are the interior angle. Okay, and these are the exterior angle. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. So their sum will be 360 degree. Okay, so now let's do question number third point. The sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Means you have some quadrilateral like this. Okay, this is a parallelogram. We had seen some kind of quadrilateral. It may be anything. Okay, maybe trapezium, maybe rhombus, maybe parallelogram. So here I am drawing the parallelogram here. A, B, C, D. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. So these are the interior angles. So there some of the angles of a quadrilateral means 4 sides should be there. So their sum will be 360 degree. Okay, and the last point is number 4 point. The adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Supplementary means 180 degree. Okay, here you can see angle A and angle B are adjacent angles. So you can write angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Okay, and here D and C are adjacent angles. So here you can write angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. So this is the important properties you should remember. I hope you understand and clear the concept up till here. That is my introduction video of chapter number 3rd. So in the next video I will come with the exercise 3.1. So till then, please like, share, comment and subscribe this channel. Till then, bye bye and take care. Thank you.